Welcome to the new series of Playground Chronicles, the show where we dive into the world of cartoons and toys that defined our childhoods. Today we're starting with the legend He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. From the animated series to the most iconic action figures, He-Man ruled the 1980s and today, and still packs a punch. Let's jump into his epic story and lasting impact. He-Man busted onto the scene in 1982, created by Mattel as part of the Masters of the Universe toy line. But he wasn't just a random muscle-bound hero. He had a rich backstory. He-Man was the alter ego of Prince Adam, a young royal from the magical planet of Eternia. When danger struck, Prince Adam would raise his sword, shout, "By the power of Grayskull! I have the power!" and transform into He-Man to protect his world from the evil Skeletor. The story was brought to life by Filmation's animation series He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which aired from 1983 to 1985. It was one of the first cartoons to market toys directly to kids, paving the way for the 1980s toy cartoon phenomenon. The Masters of the Universe toy line was revolutionary. The original He-Man action figure stood 5.5 inches tall, with exaggerated muscles and a chest harness that made him look ready for battle. He came with a power sword, a battle axe, and a shield. Everything a kid needed to save the universe. One of the most popular accessories was Castle Grayskull, which is one of the greatest playsets of all time. Castle Grayskull is a massive playset that doubled as He-Man's fortress and Skeletor's target for world domination. The toy line expanded with memorable characters like Battle Cat, Man-at-Arms, and of course, Skeletor. Fast forward to today and you'll find He-Man figures and updated designs from Mattel's Origin line, which pays homage to the classic. Highly detailed collectible figures for fans. These toys prove that He-Man's appeal spans for generations. He-Man was initially conceived as a Conan the Barbarian-inspired toys, but legal issues pushed Mattel to create an original character. The Power Sword was a key design choice meant to split into two halves for a good and evil story element. Mattel created many comics included with each toy to explain the characters and storylines that became highly collectible. In the 80s, He-Man wasn't just a toy or a cartoon. He was a phenomenon. Kids everywhere were shouting, "By the power of Grayskull!" while battling Skeletor in their living rooms. The show also broke ground by featuring lessons at the end of each episode, teaching kids about bravery, friendship, and doing the right thing. Even after the original series ended, He-Man's legacy lived on. He'd been a star on multiple reboots from the 2002 series, Netflix Masters of the Universe, Revelations in 2021. He's even become a meme, not only with the toys, but it was merchandising. He-Man was all over the place. You weren't cool unless you had a He-Man birthday party or dressed up as He-Man. I brushed my teeth with the He-Man toothbrush, never had one cavity. So why does He-Man still resonate with us today? Maybe it's his timeless message of standing up for what's right. Maybe it's the nostalgia of those Saturday mornings spent watching him battle Skeletor. Or maybe it's because his world just is plain fun. He-Man represents the magic of the 1980s, and his story continues to inspire us creatively, imagination, and adventure. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Eternia. That's it for this episode, a new one here on the Hodgepodge channel called Playground Chronicles. Next week, we'll dive into another 80s classic. Stay tuned to find out who as we span over different franchises. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your favorite He-Man memory. And remember, you have the power! Peace out, Home Skillets! Hey, we can't go just yet without talking about this. Dolph Lundgren playing He-Man in the 1987 live-action film Masters of the Universe. Wasn't a critical hit, but it became a cult classic for every fan.